Friends, sisters, brothers. If you recognize this background, it's probably because you've tuned in to one of the 66 ratification sessions we've held in our region over the last 30 days. I want to thank everyone for their participation in these votes as we've worked to ensure that our members are able to vote on this new contract using all new technology in uncertain times. This is the same flag that I carried at our February 28th Phoenix rally. The same flag I carried on picket lines with our members in Petawawa and Kingston, and in solidarity with striking teachers and educators here in Ottawa. It's a flag that we carry in the fight for workers' rights. After years of hard-fought bargaining, we've made important gains at the PA, TC, SV, EB, and CRA tables. We've also recently reached solid tentative agreements at our CFIA and Parks Canada tables. I'm looking forward to jumping into those ratifications soon, and I'm hoping we reach similar strong agreements at our other national and regional tables still in bargaining. And of course, I'm sending our members on the bargaining team support, gratitude, and solidarity. These agreements represent a victory for PSAC members. It's important for us to take stock and acknowledge these gains. Gains like fair wage increases and a cash settlement for Phoenix damages, something the employer said wasn't possible. But we didn't back down. We kept fighting for a fair and equitable deal for our members so that everyone, regardless of salary, received the same amount, which is what we achieved in a damages agreement that far exceeds what any of the other unions agreed to. We've helped make history by bargaining leave for victims of domestic violence. This represents a significant step forward, not only for the thousands of PSAC members who will now have access to this leave, but it also helps pave the way for a compassionate new norm for all workers. Everyone who is experiencing domestic violence should have access to this kind of leave. And PSAC members have helped take that step forward with this agreement. Today is a day to feel proud of what we can accomplish when we organize and mobilize together. You know what? Let's go get some fresh air.
With PSAC bargains for our members, we raise the standard for all workers. We fight for stronger public services for Canadians, and we fight for justice and equity for all. This pandemic has laid bare severe gaps in our system. Communities without access to drinking water and isolated from our food system, uneven access to healthcare, prescription medication, and paid sick leave, a broken long-term care system, a childcare system in crisis, housing insecurity, and thousands of Canadians forced to try to make ends meet without being paid a living wage. This pandemic puts us in a position to rethink the future of labor. Let's start by acknowledging that at every level of response to this crisis, it's the workers who are getting us through. Healthcare workers, food service and agricultural workers, first responders, frontline workers, migrant workers, public servants. Not politicians, not billionaires, not corporations, workers. And our union has been on the front line since day one. It's members who work at the Canadian Food Inspection Agency, ensuring the food on our table is safe for our families, all while dealing with the lack of access to PPE and a budget that's been chipped away at for years. It's members who work as CBSA border officers, safeguarding our country's borders. And it's members at Global Affairs Canada who work day and night at the start of this pandemic to ensure Canadians abroad made it home safely. It's members in the Anishinaabe Police Service, who despite being understaffed and under-resourced, quickly adapted to support the communities they service by providing transport and grocery delivery. It's members working as frontline staff at the Salvation Army Shelter and Drop-In who care for our city's homeless population. And who could forget the incredible feat that PSAC members pulled off getting CERB up and running? Our members at the Canada Revenue Agency and Service Canada continue to step up to ensure Canadians are supported throughout this pandemic by processing CERB and EI payments. Because our members know how disruptive it is to not get paid on time. The pandemic has shown us that the public service is there to support Canadians through good times and bad. Strengthening public services is how we come out of this stronger. Decades of cuts have made us more vulnerable when disaster strikes. Cuts to hospitals and schools, privatization of public infrastructure, and the slow erosion of our employment insurance program caught up to us. We can't afford to keep ignoring these failures. One of the key lessons to take away from this pandemic is that we have to prepare for our future and disaster-proof our social safety net. It's time for pharmacare now, childcare now. It's time to fix long-term care. It's time for paid sick leave for all. It's time to replace the minimum wage with a living wage. We need to strengthen our public services and invest in future generations. Working people united have the power to make these changes. How do we pay for it? Remember those billionaires? Yeah. Let's raise taxes on the ultra-rich who profit off the pandemic, rolling around in million-dollar yachts while the workers who make up their business struggle to pay their bills. Let's have the wealthiest pay their fair share, and let's use that money to help our communities recover and build a fairer and more prosperous country. We have a chance to fix the gaps we've been neglecting and to build our social safety net so that we can come out of this pandemic stronger. Together. Let's move forward together, and let's fight for a new deal for working people. Who's got the power?
We got the power.
We got the power.
We got the power.
We've got the power.
We have the power.
We got the power.
I've got the power. And so do you. We got the power.
We got the power.
We got the power.
We got the
We
power.
got the power.
We got the power.
We have the power. Solidarity.
We got the power.
We got the power.
We got the power.
We got the power!
We've got the power.
We got the power.
We got the power.
We got the power.
We've got the power.
We got the power.
We got the power.
We got the power.
We got the power.
And don't you forget it.